welcome to 9 on the Positive Side, everyone. I'm Courtney Courtwright. Thank you so much for being here with us today. A teenage boy is trekking down the East Coast by unicycle to raise money for greenways in the U.S. One of his stops, Cape Fear. Marion Caldwell has more on his mission to help others.
Here's something you don't see every day. Someone traveling down the East Coast by unicycle. Avery Suter is a 19-year-old from Wells, Maine, who has been unicycling since 2018. He started with just going from work to school, which ultimately sparked his interest in this long-distance journey.
On average, I try to do maybe 20 to 30 miles a day. It only goes about 6 or 7 miles an hour because it's just the one wheel, so it can be difficult to get a ton of distance.
Suter started this journey on September 8th from his home in Maine. His destination, the Florida Keys. He has pedaled about 1,500 miles up to this point, with 1,000 more to go. This is all in an effort to raise money for the East Coast Greenway that will stretch from Maine to Key West once it is completed.
I figured going down the coast on the East Coast Greenway would be a good way to look at the different kinds of infrastructure that there are and what options are out there for making biking safer for people.
Sandy, an Oak Island local, came across Avery while visiting a friend in Virginia and offered him a place to stay while he was traveling through the Cape Fear. Avery wrapped up his stay at the Lazy Turtle in Oak Island, where the owners provided him with an all-you-can-eat meal before he got back on the road. His next stop is in Myrtle Beach. If you run into him, be sure to sign his helmet. In Oak Island, Marion Caldwell, WWAY News.
It is pretty cool. A construction company is bringing some holiday cheer to children at Maynard's Children's Hospital right here in the city of Greenville. For 12 years, the team has made it their mission to bring smiles to the kids who may not be able to make it home in time for the holidays.
There's avenues of giving all around, and they're all great, across the country. But being involved with this really makes sure that our giving really impacts the local community that we're a part of.
The toy donation began when crews first noticed some of the kids watching them as they built the Children's Hospital years ago. If you are interested in donating to the Children's Hospital, we have you covered with all of that information over on WNCT.com. Moravian cookies, they're a traditional holiday treat right here in North Carolina. Let's take you to the Meatbot area to take a closer look at how they're made. The paper-thin sugar and ginger cookies have been made at Old Salem for more than 200 years now, thanks to a grandma and TikTok. The cookies have become famous, it seems, across the world. She has more than 500,000 views for a single video of her talking about, well, what she knows best, these cookies, of course.
I love the TikTok. I did not think I would ever be on TikTok. My grandchildren, they are amazed because I'm on TikTok.
Because the cookies are in high demand, Old Salem produces all of its baked goods in a professional kitchen in Winston-Salem. Last year, they sold and shipped 2.7 million cookies to all 50 states. That's just incredible. For more than 20 years now, Operation Warm has been providing coats, shoes, and more for families in need nationwide. Nikki Batiste shows us how this special organization just marked a major milestone.
These may look like ordinary boxes, but what's inside them is extraordinary. Hundreds of free coats for children in need.
Our tagline has become more than a coat. We're really providing emotional warmth.
The We is Operation Warm, started by Dick Sanford 24 years ago here in Pennsylvania.
I noticed half a dozen children who were waiting for a school bus. It was a really, really cold winter day, and it just struck me, what are they doing outside without a coat?
That first year, Sanford bought coats for 58 children. Operation Warm now makes them, and this event marks a huge milestone, helping its 5 millionth child.
How are you feeling about getting a brand new coat?
If I don't get cold when it starts snowing.
It won't be cold when it starts snowing now.
The kids can take home new shoes too. There are about 800,000 children on the waiting list.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
10.
If the smile on Jocelyn's face is any measure, the gift of giving is priceless. Yay! Nikki Batiste, CBS News, West Grove, Pennsylvania.
If you you have a story idea, you can send it on over to us. Just email newsdesk@WNCT.com. Again, it's newsdesk@WNCT.com. You can also reach out to me on Facebook or over on Twitter. A World War II veteran is celebrating a big birthday next. Her birthday wish and how you can help. Birthdays, we remind ourselves it's a moment to reflect and appreciate how far we've come. Here's CBS's Steve Hartman on the road.
What may look like a house to you is something much more magnificent to the boy inside.
What did you think when you saw this place for the first time?
We said it's second heaven.
Second heaven?
Yes. You pass through this before you go to the big heaven. That is what I believe so.
He means that, literally. And why wouldn't he? Abraham and his brother James are from Sierra Leone. They were homeless before finding their way to an orphanage and eventually to their new family outside Charlotte, North Carolina. Joe and Jamie Walker adopted them last fall, and they say the boys have been wide-eyed with wonder ever since.
It's fun. Every little thing that we take for granted. Coming home from the airport and I hit the button to open our front gate. Dad.
Everything is magic to them. It's magic.
Whether it's a present just showing up on Christmas morning, or something mundane like a car wash, the kids are constantly blown away.
But the biggest surprise, the most profound reaction happened last month on Abraham's 12th birthday. You had birthdays before you came here. How did you celebrate them?
That would be a crazy question.
Why is that a crazy question?
I never celebrate them. I never knew it was my birthday.
Happy birthday! So when the song started and his mom appeared with that glowing tribute, Abraham was overwhelmed.
When I see the cake, I thought that is the most beautifulest thing I've ever seen.
The birthday cake.
It's not just a birthday cake. It's a blessing cake.
A blessing cake. And what a blessing it is that once a year, friends and family gather just to honor our existence. Most of us take that for granted, but not in this house. Not anymore.
Just being reminded that we need to stop and be super grateful for what we do have.
A good wish for America from this American dream come true. Steve Hartman, on the road in Charlotte.
Stop and be grateful for what you have. Here's something to smile about too. A U.S. Navy World War II veteran from Maine is celebrating a big birthday milestone. Clara Gilbert is hoping to flood her mailbox with birthday cards from you. As Alyssa Thurlow reports, she's already received dozens.
God bless. Happy 100th birthday.
She's an amazing woman. Very, very proud that she's still here with us.
100 years old, a milestone birthday for Clara Gilbert of Skowhegan. Clara, the oldest of 7 children, grew up in Madison, but later moved to Skowhegan with her family. When World War II broke out, she enlisted.
Oh, they didn't want me to go. I guess they thought I was going to war.
The Navy veteran worked filing records for the Bureau of Navy Personnel in Arlington, Virginia from 1943 to 1945.
We used to get literature from guys that were overseas, and we'd have to file them and put them in their locker.
When she returned home, she worked as a seamstress, where she discovered a love of quilting.
I started making quilts at 60-some-odd years old. I heard somebody was at the high school teaching how to do quilts. So I went and put my name down. And I've made 17 of them, all prize winners.
Clara also received a Quilt of Valor, a handmade quilt awarded to a veteran who has been touched by war.
Beautiful.
To celebrate her service to our country and her milestone birthday, her family threw her a birthday party on Saturday at American Legion Post 39 in Madison.
A lot of relatives, mostly relatives, because unfortunately her friends are no longer here. It was a very nice party. She was very surprised.
For the past few days, she's been digging through dozens of birthday cards.
My fingers don't work as good as they used to. Neither does my head. Oh dear, dear Clara, wishing you a very happy birthday. I am told you served during World War II. God bless you. Please enjoy some yummy cake. We did.
She's enjoyed reading through them all in hopes to keep her mailbox full.
A lot of them I don't know. This farmer wave wishes you a happy birthday. Oh my God, somebody sent me money. Yeah, I put a $20 bill in there. I have to look these over again. Hope your day brings laughter and memorable moments. Love, folks from Windsor, Maine.
So what's the secret to getting to 100?
Take it easy.
Alyssa Thurlow, WABI TV5 News, Skowhegan.
And if you'd like to send her a card, all you have to do is mail it to Clara Gilbert, 12 Bush Street, Skowhegan, Maine, 04976. Most of us love a good home-cooked meal. Next, a look inside La Mia Mama and what makes it different from other restaurants. It's a story that might make you hungry for home. Italian food is famous all around the world. If you ask any Italian who's the best cook, they might tell you their mama. Ian Lee takes us to London, where one Italian family has made a successful business out of mama's good old home cooking.
I'm not going to ask you, I'm just going to give you the frittata to try, okay? Yes.
There's a good chance you're not eating enough. At least that's what the mamas at La Mia Mama will tell you.
Prego.
Oh, and they'll let you know.
You have to eat. Mangia.
You're gonna hear that last word a lot.
Mangia, mangia, mangia.
Mangia. I learned this word. This is a very word. Mangia.
Mangia. Mangia means eat in Italian.
It's part of our culture. It's part of our tradition. It's a part of our life. Italians without food, it's... I'm not sure they are Italians, actually.
I'm used to great foods coming from Sicily.
For Italian Pepe Corsaro, while living in London, nothing could match his mom's good old home cooking.
And one of my friends, he's just joking, said, Pepe, why don't you bring your mama over to cook? And that was my...
Your eureka moment.
Correct, exactly.
That eureka moment turned into La Mia Mama, a restaurant run by Italian moms. But for that idea to work, Pepe first had to call back home.
So you call your mom, and what does she say?
I'm not joking. She was like, okay, listen, I found this ticket. I can come there. We're going to do the menu, and we're going to develop it. And that's how we all began.
Not only did Pepe's mom, known as Mama Anna, come over, but his sister, Mama Sara, also joined.
We're doing the fresh cavatelli pasta. This is a Sicilian pasta. It's very easy.
Very easy.
So you take a little piece of dough like this.
Right.
You put it in the bar. You just press a little bit and roll down. Show me.
All right. Press a little bit and roll.
You see? It's a great job. You've done like an amazing job. Come on.
This cavatelli pasta is being served with a pork cheek and pistachio pesto.
Pesto, you start fresh pistachio, basil, not too much. You're going to put a few leaves just to give like a little bit of flavor. Salt, pepper, and sunflower oil. Right.
The dish may look simple, but it's simply delicious.
That is so good.
Your face was talking already.
Oh.
But, oh, I didn't give you the pork chicken side. You have to try with the...
I have to try more.
I'm sorry, but you have to try one more. Now it's completed. It's like the whole recipe.
Cooking good food was easy, but they needed to fatten up the operation.
How did you find the mamas?
We put like a post on social media. We are recruiting like mamas. We don't want professional chefs.
You want home cooking.
That's what I want, original home cook.
Those home cooks first auditioned over the phone.
We said, okay, come over, you do like a demonstration, you cook something for us, and then we start from there.
Many mamas stay in an apartment together as they become paid professional chefs.
Most of the mamas, they were all housewives, or they were doing a completely different job in Italy. So they're quite intimidated. But give them 2-3 days, and they loved it.
At La Mia Mama, food is more than just something you eat.
How do you want people to feel when they eat your food?
First of all, we want them to feel happy, but then falling in love with that food.
it's a romantic experience almost.
Italian, we are romantic, yes. It's okay, Mama? Yeah. Boss say it's okay.
How is it working with your mother?
Oh my God, at the beginning I was like, oh my God. Now I cannot stay without her. Perfecto. It's a dream came true, actually. It's amazing. It's a beautiful dream. It's a beautiful dream, yes. Can you imagine your life without La Mia Mamma now? No, absolutely no. No, she said it in English now. No, absolutely no.
And it turned into a beautiful dream for Pepe too, because he finally got that good home cooking of his Sicilian childhood.
We're always going to be children for our mama. You know, we're always going to be babies, you know. You can be 40, 50, you're always going to be mama's baby, you know.
Pepe now has 3 restaurants serving that home cooking.
Hello.
Because let's face it, no one cooks quite like Mom. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Thank you.
We'll have a story that'll have you dancing coming up next. We're traveling to Ohio now. A Salvation Army bell ringer is spreading holiday cheer with singing and dancing. Suzanne Stratford shows us.
Merry Christmas.
He brings his own soundtrack and holiday cheer.
My own Charlie Brown, James Brown, Shaka from Africa, you know, kind of thing. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Salvation Army Captain Shaka Watch, surprising shoppers at Dave's Market and Eatery in Cleveland Heights.
Really excited. I really like the energy of it brightened my day.
And performing next to the Red Kettle Wednesday, he's really cooking.
It's just exciting. I'm glad that someone is out here that cares about other people's joy and just out here making people happy.
Especially families. But even employees can't resist his upbeat bell ringing.
It's actually fulfilling for me because I'm trying to raise money, but at the same time, for me, it's ministry. It's God's work. You like my guitar?
Originally from Zimbabwe, 5th generation Salvation Army, this broadcaster and songwriter became famous in New York City, appearing on national television, and is now the new Corps officer in East Cleveland.
Whatever I'm doing, whether I'm dancing, I'm bringing people joy, I'm bringing people love, and I think that's ministry, that's God. In my own way, I'm preaching the word of God.
During this, the season of giving.
A young child comes to the Christmas tree and there's toys. Why? Because somebody in Cleveland donated $1 and that made the whole difference.
Bringing joy to those in need and to everyone he meets.
Thank you to everybody who's giving us $1, whatever they can, writing us checks, and we really appreciate you. You are the real Salvation Army. Some of us just wear the uniform. Thank you, sir. God bless you, man.
In Cleveland Heights, Suzanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.
Thanks so much for joining us for 9 on the positive side this weekend, but we have one last thing to show you. Santa's hitting the slopes. Have a great weekend, everyone.